Bao. It's a small world that I can see you last week. Doing my patrolling and you are playing basketball with the rest. Small world. And use your code word fist ball. Wow. I recognize you, but it looks a bit, different from the Zoom as well as the 真人. Jiarong, that day I saw Yi Bao playing basketball when I was doing my policing duty. So it's a small world. All right, guys, good evening, everyone. I already break you into groups. So somebody get Zhonghen to come in, please. It's the only one. So later I got to assign you groups to do some projects, all right? Hello, Hao Xian. Okay, as usual, Ziting, can I see your face? Is it at least Jianing, Hazel? Hi, Xingyuan, welcome. Okay, full face, thank you. Let's put it here first. The holiday just started. Only a few days. I'm not sure what you guys have been doing so far. So good. I hope you guys have been doing some revisions. As mentioned before, it's going to be very tough next year for Set 2, right? Because it's going to do streamings. And it's not like what you are having a honeymoon for your Set 1. It's more things to prepare you for your 2024 Set 3, all right? So really have to pull out your socks, okay? So let's talk about this one again. Last week, nobody hand in homework yet at Set 1. I think Ruoling, you hand in, right? You hand in, right? So I need this one. So let's go through Ruoling. Hey, somebody, Jiarong and Xian, where is Zhonghen?
He did not reply me.
Oh, you call him, huh? Did you call him or WhatsApp him?
WhatsApp.
WhatsApp, okay, never mind. All right. So as mentioned before, using adjectives. Adjectives is a very, very important component in grammar because adjective not only describe things, but it also help you to make the sentence more vivid, more interesting, and more creative. At the same time, we help you to understand what this is about. Later, sorry, Hazel and Jianing, I know this is school holidays. Later, we're going to do a bit of tests, right? The test is not very major test, don't worry. Hey, Zhonghen, my favorite guys, you are here. Okay, we have all a group of 3. Well done. Hi, Zhonghen. Okay, because you came in late by 4 minutes, Zhonghen. So just now we say already, whoever is late, we're going to sing a song to the class. So Zhonghen, let's give him a round of applause and sing a song. Yeah. Okay. No. All right. So what is sense? Okay. Later, if you have times, the group, I already bring you all into groups already. Okay. So let's talk about sense. The quick one. The use of later we are going to do an exercise. So see whether you can detect your sense. Right. So let's start off with Jiarong. Would you mind be kind enough to read for one more time to refresh? And this will be repeating for more to come. Okay. Let's go.
Use of adjective is to add more meaningful and descriptive words to the noun. The adjectives can be placed before the nouns or after certain verbs like to be, look, appears, and more. Descriptive adjectives are the following things: shape, round, square, oval, color, red, blue, green, size, big, heavy, light, condition, made of wood, metal, robust, strong, weak, time, old, young, new, again, expression, happy, sad, angry, noun, proper, collective, singular, plural, and common noun.
Thank you very much. You know, the way you're reading, sorry, I'm just kidding, don't get angry. It's like 好像要睡觉这样。Jiarong, maybe we are tired, maybe school holidays are here, no mood. But remember, when you are going for your oral, please do not read like that. It's very, very monotonous, very dull. You know, like must be lively. Okay, never mind. Let's go. We have the words called robust, new and aging, and expressions, nouns, proper and collective noun. All these are definitely very useful. Later, we're going to do some tests, right? So how are we going to identify them? So this is where you make the sentences. And thanks to Luo Ling, okay, Luo Ling, since it's your sentence, right? Will you be kind enough to read to the class, please? Thank you.
I have a green and round eraser. It was given to me on my 10th birthday.
Okay, so when you're writing this sentence, brown and greens, my take is that maybe you like green color. Okay. What happened? Oh, maybe you like green color. So maybe you like the shape of brown. So maybe that's on the 10th birthday, your daddy or your mommy or whoever buy this as a gift. All right, thank you. Next one.
The diamond-shaped clock that I have is old, but it is still in good condition.
Okay, so the diamond-shaped clock, they also remind me of the shape. Why is it diamond? Very unique, right, Rolling? So this diamond shape, what does it imply? So this is where you create Jianing and Hazel. Don't mind. Okay, I'm not targeting you today because you're new. Just I want to help you so that you're not left out, please. Every time a new student come in, I want to target the student, not because I want to target you because you're new, because I want to help you to blend in on, okay? So you realize the diamond shape in your comprehension passage or you're writing a passage, you're enticing, entertaining, and enthuse the readers. 为什么是 diamond shape? What's so great about this diamond shape? So if you are the author, you're director, since all of you are here, okay, whether you continue for next year or not, I'm then telling you, I'm going to plan about 20 to 21 different types of methodologies, not just to help my set one, to all my new levels. I spent about a few weeks finally to come up all these ideas. When to show you, maybe by end of this month, I need to tidy up. So got 3 important things to share with all of you, okay, for next year, for next month onwards, all the way to 2023. The first thing is on the 10th of December. Mark your calendar on about 4 p.m. Uncle Raymond is going to have a Christmas appreciation party to all my JLC students. As we mentioned, all works and no play, right? So welcome all of you. Okay, we have food, we have ice cream, we have gift, we have anything. Zhonghen has promised Uncle Raymond to do a pole dance for everybody. Let's give him a round of applause. Thank you. Zhonghen was saying, oh, I'm not going to come. Okay. Anyway, Zhonghen, just kidding. Not because you are late, then I punish you. Okay, Zhonghen. All right. Zhonghen, smile. Don't be so serious. Yeah, I cannot see a smile. Okay. So that's the first thing. 10th of December. Make yourself free. More details will be given to you. Please get the knowledge and hopefully I can see you. It's at Grassroot Club. Okay, Grassroot Club is near Yio Chu Kang MRT station and it's beside Nanyang Poly. If you are staying in Ang Mo Kio area, you should know the place pretty well. Number 1. Number 2 is that I'm going to prepare some boot camp coming up by end of this month and next month. Okay, preparing you for Set 2. So how to prepare, how to study for a much better Set 2 and how you prepare yourself. So it's called the art of study. Right, and number 3, that's the most important. So next year will be, as usual, every month there will be different topics, right? But on top of that, we might have a lot of new ideas coming up. Hopefully by next week, I can share with you all what are the 20 ideas, but not everything on the first month, January, will have ideas. So certain, excuse me, certain months we have certain ideas just to enforce and enhance and ensure that you can know what you're doing. A main important thing is that there will be homework, but not so much homework. But the homework is to help you to make you understand how to use your paper 1, 2, 3, and 4. Very important. Seriously, very important. All right. So these are the 3 things to share with you. So number 1, why do we need to learn adjective? Number 2, why is adjective important? Number 3, how do we apply an adjective? So it's a so then how. So rolling. So the second sentence, I want to use the second sentence as an example if you don't want. So this is a diamond shape. Then it is very old. How come you don't want to throw away? Back to you, Rolly.
Because probably it was like very expensive and it's still in good condition. So that's the reason why we don't want to like throw it away.
No, it's not so good. Popololing, because I remember Popololing. Last time you told me a story about this diamond clock that was given to you by my great grandmother to you. Now you get idea. You must make, guys, sorry, Hazel and Jieling. I'm not saying that you are not creative. You must think like a freak. Oh, yes. And one of the 20 items is I will be taking some of the books, very famous book like Rich Dad and Poor Dads, How Think and Go Rich, okay, The Art of War, Think Like a Freak, and some of these. And this will help you in your literature. And oh, yes, if any one of you have any literatures, please show it to me, and then I can copy down and share the rest, which I did last year. We did Julius Caesar's, or one of my favorite. Please, if you have Romeo and Juliet, 求求你不要给我，等一下我会吐血。我最讨厌的黑色，这么多 Shakespeare 书，我最讨厌就是 Romeo and Juliet。Okay, I don't know why, not because I got one student, yeah, because you are not the Romeo, Yeah, thanks, bro. yeah. So who is the Juliet? No, I just don't like the book. So please, if you have any literature book, any books that you want to share, we will have a sharing session. Okay, so I don't want to make Zoom like so boring. I want person talking and then you all listen to me. I want to be more interactive, more thinking. So next year, 2023 is a lot of thinking. Right, Yibao, you saw how I engaged the youth that day, right? When I was doing my police job, right? Right. So engaging, you see how the way I talk, you see how my two officers talk, right? And I think I'm the one who's talking the most. Moving about. So this is engaging, you see, right? Among the three of the officers, I'm one of the lowest rank, to be honest with you. The other one is a more senior. The one wearing white one is more senior. Hey, serious. Yibao really saw me, right? I didn't expect you to see you. You saw me. So better behave yourself in Yishun. Okay. All right. So come back to this. This is important because this diamond shaped clocks are under Raymond. It's not only a treasure, it's a priceless 无价之宝 because it helped me to bring back the memory that my great-grandmother went through the difficult times during World War II. You see, we can bring history, we can bring geography. This is supposed to be learning like that. Guys, your job is to win your classmate. Sorry, correction. Your job is to win your whole entire schoolmates. Number 3, please, back to you. Ronnie, number 3.
The old woman looked at him with an annoyed expression on her face.
Now, this one you don't say, I say. So I will assume, Jenny and Hazel, that means this guy who wrote this sentence must be, okay, 3 possibilities. One of them is in the MRT, right? Number 2, one of them is in the bus stop. Number 3, maybe one of them is in the a shopping center or something like that. True not? Right? So annoyed, why? Maybe he's a pervert, or maybe he's a thief, or maybe he's a suspect that he wants to rob the old woman, whatever it is. Okay, the old woman, women, Rolling, that means it's more than one woman, because it's W-O-M-E, not M-A, so you say you want to test me, so maybe these 2 or 3 old women, see, when you say old woman, it's definitely more than one. Don't get tricked by Rolling. So is it 2 women or 3 women? Have you heard of this? A Babelist of ladies. We are going to use that a collective nouns. 3、5成群的女孩子走过，看到这个陌生人的脸孔，可是看着他很乏味，很讨人厌。Why do you think it is? Is it because he's a beggar? Is it because he's a guy who is picking out rag and bones? You know, those people who collect recycle things because it looks very filthy and smelly. All these sentences will help you in your literature, guys. Take note, All right, agree now, Rolling. Is that the sentence that you're writing? Maybe when you're writing this sentence, you are thinking of something. Now, ladies and gentlemen, seriously, writing sentences can you have the I effect, improve, innovative, and interacting your brain. Okay, don't let your brains die. No, I told you before, right? Rolling, Ziting, and these are Jiaru. Every time I think of all these 20 different ideas or art of study, all these things, I think during when I'm in the toilet. I'm serious. I told you before, right? I will not let my brain rest. The only time my brain is resting is I'm sleeping. So please, right? Even when you are playing games or you are pausing, you know, sometimes you play game halfway, got some advertisement. Think of how to make the next move. Think of how to do something. don't let your brain. The more is now you understand why he's a, you know, 老人痴呆症 right? Dementia people. 好，杰林，你懂那种老人痴呆症吗？杰林，哦，你懂那老人痴呆症，每次他们去要打麻将 right? Why? They want to play card. Why? They want to exercise. And my mom is one of them. My mommy is one of them. Huh? So I know all these dementia because I attend a course and this because I'm a caregiver. I tell you, I was amazed why the brain, and I also studied some of the, during my university, I studied the brain. So I'm not perfect in understanding the brain power. I'm not a brain expert, but I understand the brain of our children. So I realized if our brain don't work, good luck to you, no, Jenny. So every time if you tell your brain, so die 死了，完蛋了，不可以, then your brain will automatically shut down, negative. So just like this question number 3. The moment you look at the guys is negative. Why? Why must you look at people as negative? We are not God, no. Sometimes there are poor people who looks very filthy, but they are damn rich, not in money terms, but in knowledge as well. Seriously, I'm telling you, you know, today I work in Gochisu. I'm working in North Point, 10 to 2 today, working in Gochisu as a kitchen helper. So when I was using a knife to cut open the salad, I will put on the table, I cut, no, like 好像怕死这样，心眼很像怕死。You know, this chef came over to me. 哎呀，你不是这样开的，我教你。He took the packet, just like, you see, that's it. Oh, I learned something. Hello, I'm a degree holder. It should be simple thing, right? Ladies and gentlemen, not everything in the books will help you. Sometimes you have to really go and physical to learn the good, the bad, the ugly. Take note, in this class, it's not learning everything from Uncle Raymond. Sometimes I have to learn from Jiening, Hazel, Hao Xuan, Ziting, Jiarong, Zhonghen, Yibao, Xingyuan, and Luoling. Any one of you. If the teacher say, well, the keep quiet, listen to me, I think it's wrong. This is the 21st century. Not like 50 years, 60 years ago, the teacher know the whole damn world. This is different. Number 4, please.
I smiled widely as my mother placed my big circle-shaped cake on the table.
I'm not sure whether you know that mother cannot be capital N. You know, capital N is for proper noun. You know, it's a proper noun. A name given like Jiening, capital J, capital N. Hazel, capital H. Right? Jiarong, capital J. All right. So maybe this just take note. I smile widely. What you mean by circle cake? That means it's like you're having a birthday party. Is it your birthday? So will you be more make the cake more interesting? Is like by putting some decorative and color. 明白吗? So imagine you have oh yeah, the next year, one of the strategy is that do you want to be a director? That means Hazel, you're going to direct a movie. I'll be giving you a title, say Murder She Wrote, for example. So your job, Hazel, you are the director, you're going to direct a movie, then you're going to bring out the characters, right? This is where one part of the creative writings are. All right, thank you. Number 5.
This spiky, round, and yellow pineapple looks new and fresh.
Wow, spiky. Yellow. Hello, excuse me. How do you know pineapple must be yellow, man? It cannot be red pineapple. It cannot be pink pineapple. Why must be yellow? Cannot be green pineapple, man. Oh, Yibao. Can, right? Can be green or Jiarong 可以吗? Xingyuan 可以吗? Rolling stuck there already, don't know how to answer. So yellow pineapple, Uncle Raymond, you are very, very stupid. Yellow means that the pineapple is ripe already, can eat. So if it's green, pineapple cannot eat, ma, 笨蛋. Oh, you see? I learned something from you, Rolling, get it now. Don't start there. Yeah, because from young, I was told that pineapple must be yellow. Have I ever told you this, right? I think Hazel and Jenny, you may not know, right? My professor, the daughter, colored the elephant pink in color, no, Jenny. The teacher gave him D, no. So she was crying, my teacher gave me a D. I say, why? Because you told me pink of health. Pink of health means healthy. So I color my elephant pink color. Then my teacher said the elephant is supposed to be either a white elephant or a gray elephant. I was like, oh. Then second time, the daughter draw a watermelon that is square watermelon. He gave me wrong. I was like, oh my gosh. And you know, right, in Japan, they sell square watermelon, right? Oh, right. So this is where you see you must be very open out. You cannot be just like that by itself. You must open up. Thank you. Number 6, please.
Give me 6 more bunch of these delicious fresh purple grapes, my grandmother said to the owner.
哦，老奶奶，你要买多几串葡萄啊！好好好，是给谁吃的？就是给我那个坏蛋孙子洛林吃的咯。他最喜欢吃葡萄，因为他说吃不到葡萄说葡萄酸，这样我就买多一点给他吃。Okay, translate English. Actually, I buy a lot of grapes for my little naughty granddaughter lah. She like to eat a lot of purple grapes. Why purple? Why cannot be? Why you not agree? Back to you, Rolling. Don't mind I thought like that. It doesn't. I just want to make it more interesting. Why? Why purple?
I feel like purple tastes better than green.
Not true, leh. There's some great greens grapes are seedless are much better. Yeah, honestly, I don't like to eat fruits that is seedless. I think you're a bit artificial. Hao Xian, I don't know. Okay, Hao Xian will be a very expert in all this. Hao Xian, do you think it's good? I don't like eat fruits that is seedless, like watermelons. You name it, kiwi. I don't know. I don't like. I a bit of OCD. I prefer to eat fruits that is sweet with seed. That is the nature. I mean, if you have, I'm teaching science also. I mean, if you don't have seed, how the hell we're going to grow new fruits? That means the fruits will be extinct. That's like war and cloning. Which is more serious? Cloning, is it more serious or war is more serious? That's one of the topics that we're going to discuss next time also, right? So thank you so much. Give me more branch of this delicious fruit. That means not only I can tell if I overheard Rolling, if I'm a customer next beside the Lao Nai Nai, your grandmother, if I overheard these conversations, that means I know this store is selling not only fresh, but not only delicious, but very reasonable pricing. So these owners of this shop is very honest. Get it now? So from the sentence now, I want you guys to expand the the ER. Next year, we call the AZ factors. Rolling, can you type for me the AZ factor, A-Z factor? This is the most important. A lot of students, I don't know why, it's an AZ, A-Z, don't mind. Okay, Jiarong, we will know about it, like Jiarong, AZ, yeah, AZ factors. So anything that talk about all the A's, all the B, all the C. So this is where I'm going to help you guys and tell you it's very useful. You don't believe you go to anywhere now in advertisements or anything, they always have these 3 words. Okay, like SG Secure, right? Everyone know about SG Secure, Jianing? Hazel? SG Secure, run, hide, and tell. Remember the 3 words: run. When you see terrorists, you run. Then you hide. Then you hide already. Then you tell to the police what is happening. So it's the same thing. It's run, hide, and tell, the 3 things. So the AZ factors is to help you to understand things much better, more profound. You might be a bit blur now. It's okay. Continue to be blur, but we'll explain to you more. All right. Now let's go to this one. This is your only homework for the December and the November holiday. Your homework is to prepare for your GI and HI to show and tell. Geography in the investigation and history investigation. I love this. But every time when I do HI when I was teaching in secondary school, I hate HI when I'm a judge. You know why not, Hazel? Hazel, let's say Hazel teacher, I don't like Luo Ling, I don't like Ziting, I don't like Yi Bao. Why? They ask, why student remember? Because Luo Ling don't do anything, always comb her hair. Then Ziting always flirt with the handphone with her boyfriend. How about Yi Bao? Yi Bao always talk to another girl. All the work done by me. Teacher, I don't want to be with these 3 girls. I want to be Jianing, Hao Xian, and Zhonghen. Always the same thing, I tell you. It's called freeloaders. So now, I'm going to give you a bit of trick how to make all these people in your team, especially Hazel and Jianing, if you are being able to be the team leader of the group. You all do HI and GI, I believe you all. Hazel, you do GI and HI, right? Next year also have. Next year is the one, I think 30% or 50%. I'm not sure they changed the whole structures. So this is one way to make all your whole team member to work. So choose one from this. Now I'm going to take ideologies, unemployment, and cyber wellness together as one topic. Then use the topic that you have selected. So I use visual graphic or simple poster. I went through this morning. Jiarong. Did I go through this? Did I go through this? Did I go through this one? Did I talk about this one? No, right? I mentioned this. I said this before already. Say, today I'm going to talk. Did I say this? Hazel? 若琳讲有，中文有吗？ Don't have, right? I don't think so, right? 若嘉荣子婷有吗？ Don't have, huh? Okay, so this is a poster. Here are we going to, okay, 3 minutes are ready? Okay, all of you have to do 3-minute presentation. Hey, Hazel and Jenny, you guys going to go to the real world to work. True now, right? Yipao, you know, right? This is how when my officer, Raymond, take over those group of teenager basketball player. So I need to create a conversation, correct? To entice them to, not because I'm wearing the police uniform, they scare me, they talk to me. I have to make it more interesting. Ready? All right, let's go. Greetings, student. Today, somebody time for me 3 minutes. Ready? In 3, 2, 1. Greetings, student. Today, I'm going to present to you about how the pandemic has greatly affected our economy and the advantage to use the internet during the COVID-19. Yes, we all agree that technology has played an important role to connect the world at this time to communicate with each other in a more secure, safe, and systematic, that is the 3S, the AZ factors ways. Nevertheless, all of us have different ideologies as to how we can cope and use this internet in the more user-friendly and the more cyber wellness value with one another. Well, the presence of online shopping, as you know, Shopee's, Lazada, Amazon's, and make it a different life platform. Why? COVID-19 and advance of technology has created a lot of unemployment. Oh my goodness, because of these online, a lot of people are out of job and everyone's are buying online. Is that true? Take, for example, the recent closings of Robinson's store in Singapore, the SIA retrenchments of more than 50% of the staff. My goodness, that is a lot. And who is going to be the air steward flying with me? Many of the F&B closure, retail stores closing due to unable to pay rental, and tourism is really affected. You know, and I know Singapore depends a lot on tourism. Without tourism, we are dead. So it affects, and many more people will be getting unemployed soon. So how can we curb this unemployment? Fret not, I'm going to give you the diagram and show you how it works, right? With new ideas at the same time to provide cyber wellness for all. So when you are in this technology world, when you're in this paradigm shift, when you are in this cyber wellness, how are we going to protect and secure yourself? Here is the graph. I'm so sorry, this graph is a bit out of shape. So I'm going to move it down so that everybody can see this. So with this graph, I used this graph before for my police and for my university project as well. Similar to this, all right? So we have a 3 tripartite, which is 3 things. Just like your students, your teachers, and your student teachers and your parents, right? Same here, we have employees, employers, and customer. Now, 3 of this group of people, we need to communicate, we need to do business transactions. So the customer pay to the employers, the employer pays the salary to the employees. So this is where the government will come in to enforce the E effect, ready? The enforce to ensure, the enhance that the transactions is very well, very seamless, very smooth, and very sensation. So how are we going to do that? So the government had to come out a way, a platform to make sure that everyone's are in a very secure manner, everyone are in a very safe mode, and everyone are doing transactions smoothly. At the same time, with 3A, you're going to be very awesome if everyone are alert to the entire situation. And the last A will be absolutely, you feel safe to do online. And that's the ideologies of being a good cyber wellnesses. But unfortunately, that will be some unemployment as per se. Thank you very much for my presentation. How long is it, my dear? How long is it? Is it 3 minutes? Right? Yes. So, Jianing, Hazel, I used to work in a multinational company and SME. And recently, I follow my friends to some shops. I'm telling you, Ziting and Jiarong and Xingye. Not because I ignore the 3 of you, I didn't call your name, that you're not important. Please. You have to understand the world that we are living in. You must not, you see, 90%. Yeah, 90%. Wait. Okay, we say 80%, most of the time you're writing. 10% is your listening comprehension. The other 10% is during your oral that you talk. Excuse me, the real world out there is the other way around. 80% more talking than writing. Unless you want to sit in the club typing all the way. Even when you type, you need to communicate with your boss, your colleagues, like the 3 areas. All right. So take note of this. Okay, you need to learn how to talk in a very A manners, very awesome, articulate, and very attentive to draw the alertness. Okay, that's very important. And that's one of the topic, Rolling. In 2023, we have this thing called presenter. Hi, I'm Rolling. Today, I'm going to show you, being a journalist, I'm going to interview a very VIP and all the way from Africa. And his name is Hao Xian. At the same time, another guy from Africa, his name is Yibao. Oh, I thought African peoples are black. Why are they Chinese? No racist, huh? Okay, guys. I'm just giving you an example, okay? So your job is to create questions. Sorry, Hao Xian, how long have you been staying in Africa? Being a Chinese there, do you feel very outcast or outplaced? Then Hao Xian had to answer, no, I don't think so, because my boss in Singapore sent me here to take over this place to develop the place and help people. So Yibao, how do you feel that you are now in South Africa? You know South Africa is the securities, the crime rate is very high. Being the officer that you want to train those security officers in South Africa, what is the challenges that you face? Then Yibao, well, the challenges that I face is initially the language barrier. But nevertheless, they speak English, but sometimes the accents I may not be able to capture it, but nevertheless, I have to understand. Ladies and gentlemen, you might ask, Uncle Raymond, why you, hey, wait, I'm here to learn English. I'm not here to do presentation. You're wrong. We need to know all different occupations. Jiarong, you will have advantage next time. We'll face-to-face with Uncle Raymond. So you have to do all these things. Some of you have the face-to-face with me. Oh, that will be good. All right. So that's where you don't feel Hazel and Zhonghen, you don't feel very frightened or fearful when you talk to strangers or when someone asks you something. You feel you are well prepared with your arm, Hazel and Jianing. You are armed with a lot of questions, ready to attack back. Ready to attack. So when they throw you questions, you are ready to have a series of answers to answer them. Okay, so your job is to really see. Because, excuse me, in university and in poly and JC, you're going to do this. Okay? Ziting and Hao Xian, if you are in IP, you have to do all these presentations quite a lot. So I'm using visual graphic text, right? Oh, Luoling. Oh, Zhonghen, I use visual graphic text, this one, right? Okay, next. I also use simple poster, which means that I did not use poem. I use 80 words, which is something like this. Here, more than 80 words, of course. And then I add on a bit of my own conversations and my own ideas along the way when I give the presentation. Jianing and Hazel, Ziting, Xingyuan, Hao Xian, are you ready to do this type of presentation? When sometimes you need to inject some humors during your presentation, inject some new ideas, inject some train of thoughts so that you make your presentation more vibrant, more victorious, and more vivid. The V effect. Get it now? Get it now? I want you to talk like this. I want you to present like this. I want you to think like this. I want you to say like this. So a mind map, which I did. So Hazel, come back to the question, right? Remember, Hazel teacher, come back to the question. I don't want to work with Jiarong, Luoling, and Zhonghen and Jianing, right? So how are you going to make sure that all your teammates are working? Very simple. So you come out with this idea, okay, we're going to do this project, Sir Stamford Raffles House Singapore, right? So Jianing, you go and look out for some pictures. Zhonghen, you go and look out for some artifacts. Okay, and Luoling, maybe you can come out and you and me can brainstorm some questions to interview, like we go back to the time machine, okay? We interview Sir Stamford Raffles. Create that kind of things. Then you make it more interesting. Everyone play a part with it. Then you say, let's say Jianing or Zhonghen, no, I don't want to do. Fine. Then you do lor, Hazel, and not you. So Hao Xian, let's say Hao Xian, then Hao Xian do. Today I can know most of the things is when I was working at Hazel, when I was working in a corporate company. My boss and my colleague throw me everything. I was doing sales and marketing. And end up I become teaching in Microsoft. After teaching Microsoft, I end up coming out Microsoft books. I come out Microsoft book, I come out some website design. And because of that, my salary was very pathetic, below 2,000 plus. Okay? Doing everything with a degree. Pathetic, Hazel. But never mind, I took out the job. But when I go to my new job, I become in charge of one of the departments and handle everything to the multinational company. And the company is called Siemens Mattress. If you heard of Siemens Mattress, okay, the mattress is cost $10,000, $6,000. I'm in charge of the whole entire firewall IT. I'm very proud of myself. So sometimes, Xingyuan, Jiarong, Ziting, don't mind. If you are going to the real world, if people ask you to do a bit more, it's okay. Actually, you're learning. You might feel very suck it up. You say, oh my goodness, how come my teammates are not doing job? Never mind. I always tell, I got student or he's come crying to me, oh, Mr. Shong, I don't like to work with them, please. For goodness sake, one of them is my, my competitors because these two girls like one guy. So you get me? I was like, so I say, well, why not you scissor paper stone now? If you win, then you take the boy, the lose one, don't take. I cannot say that, right? So there's a lot, see. Now always remember, children. And listen, every problem has a solution. Every solution can solve a problem. And every problems will never last forever because definitely there will be a solution. If you don't believe me, we use science. Smallpox, chicken pox, remember? Right, all the diseases. Now, the only 2-3 diseases that in the whole entire world now cannot cure, and hopefully Dr. Jiening, Dr. Hazel, Dr. Ziting, Dr. Xingyuan, Dr. Hao Shen, Dr. Yi Bao, Dr. Zhong Hen, Dr. Jiarong, and Professor Ko. Because you don't fit to be a doctor, so you're professor. Okay? It's up to you guys to find a cure for cancer. 对吗, Hazel? Until today, we got no cure. I get sick and tired of this already, This year, I really lost 2 persons die of cancer already. I get sick and tired, seriously. Every time I see a message, die of cancer, I can tell you, seriously, it's the very FML, WTF. Okay, first is cancer. Second is AIDS. AIDS are 艾滋病. Okay, right. And the third is the COVID-19. Okay, so please, you are going to make history and legacy of yourself. Honestly, you realize with the war, why I'm teaching all these things, you realize the war between Russia and UK and the Europe, they are collapsing soon. The booming part, Ziting and Jiarong, is now the Asian. You guys are born in the right time, at the right place, at the right era. If you're going to screw up your life, go ahead and do it. Okay? My godson's mother just called me today. He's doing internship. He's already IT field 1 year and still continue every time sick. Don't go to school, play basketball, play. Okay, never mind. Play basketball is good, but forget to study. Go back to IT and study. That day I'm so fed up, Hazel. Rolling, I'm sorry, this is recording Zoom. I'm so fed up. The whole entire message is all the effort to him. Seriously, I'm the person. Because you know what? When my student make the mom cry or parents cry or sad, I tell you, I don't give face to him or to her. This is me. I ever really punch kids in front in the school. When he scold the mother, I call you mommy because you give me pocket money. I cannot take it. I will go crazy one. If you don't respect your parents, don't be my student. That's my policy. And my very sad, Hazel. The student later become very good, very well. Awesomely well. It's an Indian student. But he killed himself. I don't want to say anymore. It's very emotional. He killed himself. I was also like, oh my God. 他懂事的时候他自杀. So my this godson, and this message is my godson and his mom and myself, 3 of us inside. Until I so fed up, I say, hey, if you want to F up your life, go ahead. If you want to screw up F up your life, you want to do this, please do not do that. You see, that's me. That's Uncle Raymond. There's no point when I talk to a person nicely, you don't listen. Same thing, guys. If you have encountered your HI and GI with this group of students, you only got always don't give yourself one choice. From now, you think what's 举一反三, right? Always give yourself three choices. First choice, walk out of the group, which is not possible. Always remember, no man is an island. Don't walk out. I'll give you choice number 1, walk out of the group. Choice 2, sit down and discuss. Choice 3 is the worst. Take out everything, suck it up and do everything. And guess what? I'm telling you from my experience, it's going to be very tough for you, but it's going to make you even a tougher person. Listen, it's going to be very tough for you at that moment. And you always will ask, why me? Why God? Why is it me? Because I come from a Christian school, Kuo-Chuan Presbyterian. Okay, I always do this. I will get my student, okay, come, let's pray. Dear God, dear Jesus, please pray that this student now is having this problem. A good thing about a Christian school, we can pray. But for government school, all these things, unless that person is a Christian, right? So sometimes, when I got some autistic kids, before the exam, they'll come to me and say, I'm the father. I'm the priest. I'm the teacher, I'm not the priest, but I pray for them. So same thing, it may be tough for you at that moment, Hazel and Jenny, but it's going to make you a tougher person to solve tough problems for tough things. Okay, that makes you even a tougher person. Trust me. Okay, you see, the moment when you're born, you mean your mommy, daddy know how to feed you now? No, right? It's going to be a tough journey for the first 5 years of their life. But through these 5 years, they toughen up and make you a tougher Hazel and Jianing, Hao Xian, Yi Bao, Ziting, and Jiarong, Hao Xian, Xinyan, and Luo. So think about it. When you have this kind of project, always sit down, hey, no worry. So then how? So this is a project, ideology, unemployment, cyber wellness. Then I'm going to use poster, maybe. Maybe I'm going to use poem. Poem is too boring. Maybe I'm going to use 80 words. All right. Oh, and next year, I think I got a few Set 4 students 2 years ago. I dare not to bring out this one since I mentioned that. I got few Set 4 students feel like killing me. I'm going to remember, I feel like killing you. Because I asked them to read a poem, Lao Koring, from A to Z. And the way the pronounce, I also got problem reading this. So if I got chance next year, I'll show you. But if we practice this, if you can download this poem from A to Z, the way you pronounce, I tell you, you're going to read English perfect, all right? All right, so it's very fun. I will share with you. I'm going to dig up the information. I'm going to arrange for these few weeks to do the things. Pray for me, Luo Ling and Jiarong. This Friday, Uncle Raymond is going for my booster jab. Every time the first 3 booster jab, the first one, second one, third one, I was sick for 2 weeks. I really sick for 2 weeks. I'm so bad. Okay, so guys, don't give up, okay? This HIGI will be last year, not just Set 1 and Set 2. For the rest of your life, because you're going to work as a team. Remember, no man, write down, no man is an island by himself. You need to cooperate together, cohesiveness, all right? You cannot separate, all right? So I hope you can do this if you have the time. So that I already present to you, I did it within 3 minutes. So you have to do it. The more you practice, in fact, Rolling, 2 years ago, I get my Set 1, Set 2, and 3, they did a good job. I even video, of course, in Zoom. I even had the face-to-face. They did a good job. And you know why? One of them came to me, Uncle Raymond, it really helped me during my oral presentation. And you know, right, Jianing and Hazel, your set, I think next year, wow, you guys going to be a guinea pigs, all of you. Except Ziting and Hao Xian may not have. You guys going to have oral and it's a video, looking at the video, right? And then you answer the questions, right? Correct now. Correct now. The new listening comprehension passage is a bit different. So Jianing and Hazel, Jiarong, don't worry, Jiarong can talk. And Yi Bao, like you are Yi Bao, you're very scared to talk. But when you play basketball, you're so good. Sorry, Yi Bao. Singapore is not a sports nation. You know what I mean? You're not like in British. You can play a football, $10 million, wow, 1 month, that kind of thing. Sorry. Singapore is all about brain and about education. All right. Honestly, like sports school. I don't see the sports school anything great now. I'm not sure. Starting the sports school was great. I'm not sure anyone from sports school or any friends from sports school. No? I mean, do they excel beside the badminton player who is the one who got badminton player top 5 now? How many of them, sir? Jiarong? How many of them in basketball like Michael Jordan? Yi Bao. Singapore got any Michael Jordan or Kobe Bryant or 什么姚明啊？我每次叫他要命，没有中文。swimmer 而已就 swimmer swimming Joseph Schooling 而已，对吗 ？And then sorry you know like Jianing and Hazel about Joseph Schooling, about he taking drugs, right? And everyone saying Jianing and Hazel, I never against him. You see every single one make a mistake. And when he make a mistake, he admit it. That I'm really proud of him. And sorry to share with you, this is a story from a Bible. I'm not sure. One day, this prostitute was about to be stoned by a group of people. So the police prostitute ran to Jesus, saying, "Please, Jesus, help me. Help me. They are going to kill me by stoning me." Sing it. So Jesus walked in front to the crowd and said, "If you have no sin, as I am, sing it. If you have no sin, cast the first stone at her." And guess what, sing it? The first person who took the stone about to cast was an old man who dropped the stone and walked away. That's a good one, how Shen? 中了医保。如果你没有罪的话，你丢他了，你丢他。So if you have no sin, you cast the stone, then everyone will look at you. Hey, 洛林, you got no sin, man. You think what? You holy girl how Shen, you holy man 对吗？ All of us have sinned before, right? As long as you tell a lie, you do something that is bad. So I just want to share with you. And guess what? Sing it. Everyone dropped the stone and then they walk away. And when the prostitute turned to Jesus, Jesus was squatting down and drawing circle. So yes, sir, Jesus, they ran off already. Okay, so please help me. Why should I help you? Know what Jesus said? Since everyone go already, so it's up to you. You decide, children. You decide how strong is your sin. Since you know you are a prostitute, since you know that you're doing certain things wrong, go and change your mind. Get it now? Go and change your mind. Now, Uncle Raymond is not to tell you, Jianing and Hazel and all of you to get A1 for your subject. To train your mind to have ABC, attitude, behavior, and character. So guys, all right, thank you so much. I hope you can do this, because the more you practice this, the more you do this, you will expand your knowledge much better. All right. Now, are you ready? Okay, let's talk about this. Later we're going to do this. Okay, guys. You have broken into three groups. Three groups. Yes. So full-time, part-time, and casual. Like we'll talk about unemployment first. Full-time employments. Okay. Today's topic is about unemployment and employment. So full-time is a set of amount of works. I'm very tired. Jenny, would you mind read the first one full-time to the class? Part-time will be Hazel, casual will be Yi Bao, and contracting will be Xing Yuan. Let's go.
A set amount of hours each week. The average is 38 hours. Regular pay, monthly, fortnightly, or weekly. You are entitled to a set amount of time off work, including sick leave, annual leave, and public holidays. If you decide to leave, the company will usually have to provide a certain amount of notice.
So Jianing, thank you very much. So why am I reading this? I'm just only a set 2 I'm going to be a set 2 student. What's so big deal about this full time? Sorry, as long as you are capable to work, okay, in next 2-3 years, after your O-level, you're doing part-time job or full-time job. Like my nephew just finished his O-level. He's working in MBS. He said, well, it's very tough. It's so difficult. Life working is never be easy. Remember, tough times make tough people. Tough people solve tough things. Okay, so you decide you want to be not that kind of person, then you see difference. So Jianing, when you're reading this, your parents are definitely working full times. They bring all these things. Today behind you, you have a nice house, nice fan, nice light, nice building, nice beds, all these things. Hey, it's every single cent paid by your parents, right? Thank you so much. Back to you. Who's done for part-time? Who is doing part-time? Is it Hazel? Yes, thank you. Please go ahead.
Part-time. Similar to full-time, you usually have a set amount of hours per week. However, this is usually less than the average 38 hours. You have all the same entitlements as a full-time employee, though things like your sick leave and annual leave will be earned according to the hours you work. If you decide to leave the company, you may also have to provide a certain amount of notice.
I very regret for asking you to read this one. I should ask you to read this one. Your reading was today very, very amazing. We give her a round of applause, seriously. I like the way you pronounce according. Really a British pronunciations. Emotional damage. Actually, you must say similar to full-time. You usually have a set, but it's different, really. Okay, 我跟你讲哦，孩子们 leaders, If I don't like it, I will tell you right to your face. If you are good, I also tell you right to your face. I don't want to be a hypocrite to tell you later, then you don't know. And why am I talking like Uncle Roger? Sorry, Uncle Raymond here. All right, so guys, well, right, thank you so much. So full-time and part-time, Hazel and Jenny. The full-time is not 38 hours. In Singapore, if I'm not mistaken, it's 44 to 45 hours. This is under the Ministry of Manpower's rules. Anything that is above 44 to 45 hours is considered overtime. That means the company have to pay you 1.5 times more of your time. All right, it's just a job. You have to take care of your family. It's not easy to say, but it's just a job. All right, 工作做不完的. But then it's all about responsibility and duty. Like today, Hazel, I was washing plate for the restaurant, right? So I end at 2 o'clock. Then my 大姐 say, "Hey Raymond, 你2点了，你还不要回家？" 我说不用紧，我再做几下。The whole plate was full of all the plates, the Japanese plate, you know, all the very heavy plates. And guess what? My dear 大姐，她的手被割到，缝了3针 3 stitches, and the whole entire finger was swollen like hell because you know you have to wash and to cut, right? I feel very bad. I say, 大姐, not worth it. You better go and see a doctor. And now you 关节炎. It means the bones got some problem. Also, I see the bones. So 60, coming to 60 plus already. And guess what? Her husband got stroke. For 9 years, she has been taking care of her husband for 9 years. Damn it, man. I really respect her, man, bro. Right, Zhonghan. The few minutes I can help, I help. I don't care whether your company pay me the 25 minutes or not. I'm helping her not because I'm helping the company. Hey, I respect her, man, bro. There is nothing found in the textbook. I learned a lot of things that, hey, Raymond, 你应该这样排。I say, hey, come on. I'm always a very show off. I'm a degree holder. I got master. So I must think, no, I don't think like that, Hazel. 我就说，哦，大姐，我就学到东西。Then 你说，哎呀，你读书比我们高，怎么学到？没有哦，在社会出来没有比说谁读书高的哦。OK， 不要以为那个人是 professor 也要吃茶粿条哦，谁炒给他吃 ？professor 也要吃鸡饭哦，谁炒给他吃？如果没有人炒给他，他 confirm 饿死啊，再去吃真的鸡啊。所以做人不要 show off， must be always humble and humble. Okay, thank you so much, Hazel. Well, awesome. I like the way you pronounce the word according. That's the way you pronounce. An average. That's the way you pronounce. Who is the one doing cashier? Hello, who is the one doing cashier? I forget the name already. Was it Zhonghan? Hao Xuan? Hao Xuan, I don't want you to read. Xing, cashier. I know you're contracting, but you do cashier. Then Zhonghan, you do the contracting, okay? Thank you, sir. Xing, go.
Hours may change from week to week. Your pay will change dependent on the number of hours you work each week. Your hourly rate may also change depending on when you work. You can earn higher rates for working weekends, public holidays, and overtime. Hourly rates of pay for casual employees are usually higher than full-time and part-time employees. This is because as a casual, you don't accrue
sick leave.
Accrue sick leave or annual leave.
Thank you very much. I think today you're a bit tired, huh? Okay, I hope during the real oral exam with me, you must read like what the full-time and part-time that do students. But okay, thank you so much, Xing. You realize casual and part-time singers are more or less the same. I don't know what's the difference. Casual is different. Part-time is regular. So like for example, I'm working in this Japanese restaurant in North Point. It's called Gojitsu. So I will tell my immediate supervisor manager, okay, I work on Monday, Wednesday, or Thursday, or things like that. Casual means anytime, as long as I want the whole month, I feel like working which day. As long as I complete my 50 hours or 10 hours, I get paid, things like that. I pay by hourly rates. So part-time and casuals are more or less the same, okay? But the only difference is that part-time, sometimes I give some annual leave. Very important, annual leave, that means you're entitled to have leave and sick leave. Whereas casual will have less entitlement. Very good example. In your school, they will have full-time teacher or flexi adjunct teacher or part-time teachers, right? So because of manpower, seriously, Singapore, you go anywhere. If you eat if you go with your family to eat in a restaurant, please be understanding to the F&B staff. 真的不够人手。 Seriously, some really are auntie or Hazel and Jianing, 60 years old, 70 years old, washing plates. And got one time I went to Burger King, a 80 years, 70 years old auntie serving me. I will feel like, oh my God. No doubt, Hazel, I'll be very impatient because it's very slow, because I was rushing on time. But I always think, hey, one day, Hazel, I might be inside doing this. Say, no lah, Uncle Raymond, you are teachers, no, you are degree, so what? What happened one day I got stroke? I can't teach. My mouth cannot teach. My mouth cannot talk. I have to work something. I have to EKE a living. 记住啊, I've seen my whole life so many deaths in my life. And the one thing I tell you, Iba, you know, before I went out for patrolling, right? I was in the patrolling car. I heard this. No need to call ambulance. A man died at home. The whole body turned black. You know, my colleague had to go to break the door. That means this guy is staying alone, right? 对吗，钟恩？因为他死在家里已经臭了，整个尸体烂了、黑了。我每次做 duty 很讨厌听到这种story。Few months ago, an old lady fell and hit herself and died in the house, 80 plus. Now you understand, Stay with your aging parents. Never ever bring your aging parents to old folks home, unless got no choice. Because I brought my student to the Amoy's home in Thompson. They really shocked in their life. Put tube in the nose, all these things. Very sad. Don't. So think, if you don't want, may I here pray and bless your parents, 长命百岁，身体健康，万事如意。Because every time when you hurt your parents now, you are actually indirectly, invisibly, slashing their heart. And internal bleeding is the worst. Because the internal bleeding may take a long time, like a time bomb, then that's it. Not worth it. That 大姐, the husband got stroke at the age of 50 there. Now they are 59. So don't. And because Uncle Raymond used to sell insurance, men die earlier than women. Do you know that? Men die earlier than women. This is a universal fact. All of you know, see it. So please, can all of you give daddy a hug and kiss and say thanks? But mommy must give me. Sorry, my dog. But mommy must give more hug and kisses because the amount of blood that she lost during the birth or delivery of you will never, ever, forever replace. That's true. Okay? Because of you, your mommy had to work full-time, part-time, casual time, or even contracting time. So think about it. Jianing, Ziting, Hazel, Jiarong, and Luoling, you're going to be mommy next time. Then you will wake up, wow, my goodness, how my great-grandma, grandma, and my mom will go through this process. Okay? Thank you so much. Zhonghan, let's go. Contract.
Contracting. If you are an independent contractor, you are essentially self-employed and offer your service for specific.
Okay, SPEC, no spec now. Spectacle, right? Specific or specific. Okay. The word spectacle, yes.
Price. You need an ABN and will issue invoice for work you complete. In this situation, you will need to arrange to pay your own tax and your own superannuation contribution. You will not get paid leave as a contractor unless you pay yourself.
Thank you. Usually I'm number 4 on contracting, contractor. Okay, contract. So Zhonghan, what is ABM? I can't tell you. This is, I think it's an American's way of doing it. Their acronym for their contract staff. So contract staff. So Zhonghan, so Hao Xuan, maybe you are a lawyer. Then you decided to don't want to be a full-time lawyer because you have a commitment. So maybe Hao Xuan, Yibao, Xing Yuan, and Zhonghan, you want to become a house husband like Uncle Raymond. Okay, when I was a house husband, I've been a house husband for many years until now. I enjoy being a house husband, but it's not easy. Especially Hazel and Jianing, especially in Singapore context. When a guy say house husband, it's like, huh? How can a guy stay at home and look after kids? 对吗？哦，Jiarong, very funny, right? or rolling. But in Europe, it's very common. So one day, maybe your wife, how should your wife or seeing your wife or your wife work more than you? Okay, doesn't mean you are useless. No, work more than you, and because of whatever reason, you decided to stay home and become a papa at home. I tell you, the father at home is different from mother at home. Trust me. Okay, I've seen that. I've seen a lot of my friends who give up their job, lawyers or whatever, professional, enjoying. And I enjoy because maybe I lack of my fatherly love when I was young. So now I enjoy it with my 3 children. Okay, I see the different perspective. So even though the income may not be a lot, but I tell you, it's priceless when you see your kids grow up. Seriously. I think I told you this story before, right? One day, John was playing the swing. Remember I told you this story? Then the father said, John, go home. John said, Daddy, 5 more minutes. Then he swing again, Hazel. John, go home. Daddy, another 5 minutes. Then Hazel, this John has been doing 5 minutes finally for 5 times until the auntie beside John's father. Wow, mister, if I were you, I would just pull my son and go home. You know, Hazel, John's father said, yeah, I would like to think so, but Peter didn't have the chance of another 5 minutes. Peter was his eldest son. Peter died of leukemia. When Peter got cancer, the father was away working a full-time job, never had time to bond with Peter, the eldest son. Okay? You will never find this kind of story most of the time in school where the teacher tells you this. Because I want you to drive in your emotions, to capture the emotion. A lawyer is to capture the emotion of the judge, to make sure the client is guilty or not guilty, to make sure the client will not be in the death sentence. All right? Thank you so much for the 4 of these things here. How, Shen, your turn, please.
Unemployment is a very serious issue, not only in India, but in the whole world. There are hundreds of and thousands of people out there who do not have employment. Besides, the problems of unemployment are very severe in India because of the growing population and demand for jobs. Moreover, if we neglect this problem, then it will be going to become the reason for the doom of the nation.
Ladies and gentlemen, Hazel and Jenny, you may not know why I'm using this. We are talking about AIMS, okay? Yeah. Sorry, what am I doing? Something wrong. A stand for atmosphere. This is just only the introductions. Okay, I don't have any others. So why is this introduction? Take note now. Now you're going to write an essay with strong introductions. Right, Rolling. Every time you find Jia Rong or Ziting, every time you find it very hard, 齐头万事难. Every time the introduction is damn difficult to start. So A is create the atmosphere. Where's the atmosphere? Hey, what's wrong with me, man? I think my finger cannot coordinate with my keyboard. The atmosphere is that it's a very serious. So I use different color if I can. So I use A. So this will be a very serious. That's the atmosphere, right? Okay, that's A. Then what is the interesting fact that I would like to talk about? So I will use green as I. So the interesting fact is that there are thousands of people out there who do not have unemployment here, okay? So this is an interesting fact. What motivates me to talk about unemployment? So I use paying, right? I use paying for motivations. Motivation is that the problems of unemployment are very severe or growing populations. So this is something motivate me that I need to find a cure for unemployment, right? So last but not least, Jianing and Hazel, the one that is blue color is the last sentence itself. Moreover, we neglect this will become the reason for the dooms of the nations. That motivate me, Jianing and Hazel. Will you want to continue to read the second paragraph? Yes, right? You want to find the solution, right? Jianing, correct or not? Right? Jianing, at least show me a thumbs up. You're so serious, I'm very scared. At least, yeah, smile, correct. You know, emotional damage. You don't be so serious, cannot, Jianing? You must smile, you see, smile again, Jianing. Yeah, Jianing can smile. Yeah, thank you. You see, you smile already, very nice. Got a dimple. Well, see, Hazel only smile. I only can see the eyes like that, very nice. And to see the hair long only. Why am I talking like him? Roger. Uncle Roger. Okay, guys, take note. Now you understand. Ziting and Hao Xuan, this is very important for you. Next year, I want to see more of these from your guys. If any IB student comes, this is the most important. You will not find this in any of the books. And I'm going to, hopefully, hopefully this book will come out in March before my birthday. I won't tell you my birthday is on the 8th of May. I did not tell you my birthday is on the 8th of May. So before my birthday, I want to launch this book. I never tell you. I didn't tell you my birthday on 8th of May. Okay, guys. Every 4 years, my birthday always falls on Mother's Day. I'm so proud. I celebrate with my mommy. My birthday is always with my mommy. Yes. All right, guys. So Jianing and Hazel, get it now? You use aims. You must create the atmosphere. Wow, very serious. Hey, cannot. Very bad for India. Must do something. Okay. The interesting thing is how many? 100 and thousands of people. Oh my goodness, seriously? Cannot find job. Okay, so how? Motivate me is that the problem of unemployment is very severe because of growing population. Oh, so that means actually can find jobs. But because there's not enough jobs, there must be some problem up there. It's either that people are out of the countries or people there is job, but people are giving to others there is no chance to work. It happened in Singapore. Have you all studied the Hotley bus already, Jiarong? Ziting, Hao Xuan. Ziting, that time you showed me your history paper, right, Ziting? Have you studied the Hotley bus? No? Have you studied the Hotley bus? No? Okay, the Hotley bus is one of the Chinese, all the Chinese, because of the British. And this Hotley bus is one of the reasons why the riots in Singapore of unemployment and employment issue. Also racial riots. Hotley bus is actually a group of like the bus that you're taking now. And the public transport. Why they are rioting? Because of what reasons? Okay. Reason is because they have unemployment, they want to cut pay, they want to cut this and cut that, all the things, and increase prices, so they are not happy with it. It's just like, guys, a lot of people are complaining now about GST 8%. Hey, Jenny and Hazel and Ziting and Jiarong and Luoling, all of you are going to face this 8 to 9%. Yeah, I heard in New Zealand, my uncle is staying in New Zealand, it's 20% of GST. So Lolly, you buy you go to restaurant and eat with your boyfriend or your husband next time. 20% means 20% plus 10% service charge, 30%. That means you eat one meal, $100, you have to pay $30. So make sure your salary must be more than 3 times, correct now? Now you understand why you need to work very hard. There are only 3 types of employment. One, you are born to be very smart like Elon Musk, okay? Or Bill Gates. You are super rich. 2, if you are not rich, you better work. You are born intelligent like Albert Einstein. 3, you are half smart, half rich. That's very good. 4, sorry, number 4 is like my godson like that. I told him already, you're going to be useless. You go anywhere, it's going to be useless. I told the mom, you can support him once and twice. Next time when you're 20 plus, you still support him. Cannot be, he's going to be going to army. So the only thing army going to teach him. If he go to army, it's going to good luck to him. Army is going to teach him. Hey, I tell you, stay in the detention barrack in the army and Changi prison is no fun. I'm telling you, don't. Okay, thank you, Hao Xuan. Well read. Thank you so much. So this is the things here we are looking at. They say inflation, debt, bankruptcy, job cuts, economies. All these words must take notes. Will help you in the topic called unemployment. As you can see, next year there will be more retrenchment, unemployment. Please do not anyhow spend if you can. Okay, spend your time wisely, spend your money wisely. Okay, bankruptcy is the worst word to see. Okay, because bankruptcy means the whole entire company and it's gone. You can't travel. Sometimes when the person bankrupt, you cannot travel out of the country. Okay. Okay, so these are the words here what you need to learn. Okay, take note. Okay, mortgage, that means I think most of our houses are mortgaged to the bank or to HDB. So same thing, children, Jianing and Hazel. Next time when you get married with your husband, you buy a house, Ziting and Luoling, same, and Jiarong. Okay, you need the mortgage. That means you see, unless your parents give you, like let's say your house, Hazel, now HDB flat, definitely you want to buy a 5-room flat, correct? 5-room, 3-bedroom, right? 3-bedroom and 2. Say Hazel and Jianing, you next time you want to give her with 2 kids, 1 boy, 1 girl. So each one got 1 room, you your 1 room, and then maybe another room for your for your mates, for a helper, another room for your parents. So 3 rooms also very squeezy. Right. So you know how much it's going to cost you now? $1 million no, HDB. Hello, your salary 3,000. If you pass your O-level, okay. So Hazel, you and your husband pass O-level already. Then you don't want to go further study. Your salary only got 3,000. Hey, how to pay a $1 million house? That means you have to pay for the next 30 years. Is your parents are doing that now? Even your parents are earning so hard, they are paying that. Unless your grandparents give them an inheritance, a money, 财产给你的父母亲，就算他们的财产给你父母亲也是会用完的所以要好好的保留。So now you understand when you want to buy certain thing, your parents is not don't want to buy for you. They got a reason to keep it. Okay. What is unemployment? 嘉荣 Next two.
Unemployment refers to a situation in which a skilled and talented people wanted to do a job but cannot find a proper job due to several reasons. Type of unemployment. Now we know that is unemployment, but unemployment does not only mean that the person does not have a job. Likewise, unemployment also includes people working in areas out of their expertise
就是像 Uncle Raymond 这样，就是 like tuition. I'm sorry. Expertise means they are expert, they are professional in their like lawyer, doctors, teachers, engineer, architects, or banker, or whatever it is. But for whatever reason, they cannot have a full-time job. They cannot have a part-time job. They also cannot have a contract job. They cannot have a casual job. Then sorry, the demand and supply, and that's why they are unemployed and end up they cannot find a job. Okay, there are people. Remember, during the COVID-19, right, Hazel and Zertin, during COVID-19, a lot of professional people out of the especially the 空中少爷跟空中小姐. Have you ever took a train last year when you see a lot of SIA girls and men standing at the MRT? Do you see that? Do you see that? No? MRT station. They will stand there and ushering, because they don't have job. They cannot fly the SIA aeroplanes. They cannot be air stewardess. No job for them to fly. But they need to survive, right? So they have to quit the SIA job to come to LTA to work as an ushering, to stand at the MRT, to usher people to. Can you imagine how you feel, Hazel? You mean you are in the air stewardess in the aeroplane, or now you have to serve in the MRT train. It's like, whoop, instead of air, whoop, 掉下来 from 1,000 feet, you drop to ground level. Then can you imagine those people are very sarcastic? Hey, 你没有做空姐了哎呦你混不成哎呦不定没有工作哎呦可怜呢要做 MRT ushering East one or West one 哎呦 hey, all the best take care can you imagine it's like I hope nobody do that into if I ever seen that I tell you you know what I tell the person I wish you I make sure for the rest of your life you got job and make sure during your life you don't get any illnesses or cancer. I pray for you. 你在诅咒我你不要做人家这样嘛，对吗 ？How bad it is, right? 如果那个人是真的没有办法做了不多工作 ，at least he 没有去偷，没有去抢，也是找一份工作，对吗 ？So 嘉荣 ，you see, a skill and unemployment is all about people who have a job. So please 嘉荣 and all of you during your study time when you have a holiday, like let's say now after O level, don't do now Set 2, Set 3, don't go and work. My advice is don't go. Even you have job. I got Set 3, Set 2 student. Uncle Raymond, can I work for your eco-friendly company to sell product in Scott Square? And now the product is in Wheelock Place. Okay, I'm helping my friends to do. If you want, you can go Wheelock Place sometime to see me there. Jiarong, you know what I mean, right? Some of you have been to Scott Square and Plaza Singapura. My products are there. I'm selling eco-friendly products there. So they were asking me, can I do part-time job? Sorry, I said no. Continue to study first. Well, after your O-level, go and find out some part-time job. Then you will understand what is the meaning, why study is still the most paramount. The word is paramount, important, key. You know what is the word paramount? Sorry. 中文 type the word paramount to the class, please. Thank you, since you know that. Paramount 是最顶峰、最高级、最重要的、一定要的 paramount important. Please learn this word. Thank you, 中恒. The word paramount means the most important. The crest, you know the crest, C-R-E-S-T, 最顶峰，这个字要写下来 paramount, the most essential, the most important, essential, okay, critical, vital. 嘉荣 carry on please, 谢谢。
The various types of unemployment includes disguised unemployment.
The various types of unemployment include disguised unemployment. Disguise 就是 cover 的假的 disguise。所以有些人呢，明明是一个 lawyer， 他做 go grab， 因为他找不到工作，还是一个 banker， 他忽然间没有工作了，还是他中 stroke， 还是他有kidney problem 不可以做工，老板炒他鱿鱼，所以 you have to work this. Or sometimes they are unemployed because they suddenly the company closed down. Then he can't find a job because the salary too high, 10,000 a month. 我请不起你啊，对不起。And then because of aging, 他已经要50多岁了。When you have 50 plus, you've got a lot of your spare part, your organs will get upside down. So nobody want to employ a 50 plus like Uncle Raymond lah. Back to you. Seasonal?
Seasonal unemployment, open unemployment, technological unemployment, structural unemployment. Besides, some other unemployment is cyclic unemployment, educated unemployment, underemployment, frictional unemployment, chronic unemployment, and casual unemployment.
All these words are come together is called because of Zhonghan, if you can, it's called the paradigm shift, the shifting of technologies and kill a lot of jobs. Okay, the apps that is in your handphone and kill a lot of jobs. Hey Hazel, Jianing, you go to restaurant now, they don't have a person to come here. Excuse me, can I take your order? No more already, right? Jianing and Hazel, you will scan your QR code, correct? Then you go and buy food, right? Jianing and Hazel, agree? Oh my goodness, the two girls never buy food. Wow, the helper buy food. Wow, they are princess. Well done. People buy food for them, their boyfriend buy food for them. Hey, come on, guys, you got QR code, right? You know what's QR code, right? 杰宁，现在你去 restaurant 你只是 scan 那个 QR code, then the 厨房 the kitchen will take your order and then Uncle Raymond will serve you the food. That's what happened in my restaurant, not my restaurant, sorry, the restaurant that I work, right? Correct. You take the order. So you see, you cut down the manpower, and now cutting the vegetables, the food, the lemons, all are done in the central kitchen already. These are all using AI robotics. Guys, it's your call. This is where you're going to make big money of that. A student about 20, no cryptocurrency. Jianing, have you heard of cryptocurrency? Okay, go ahead, Zhonghan, type the word cryptocurrency and tell them. You need to know all these, Jianing and Hazel. Ziting, you know, right? Cryptocurrency, Ziting? Ziting, you know cryptocurrency? No. Anyone also don't know? Cryptocurrency, crypto, C-R-Y-P-T-O, crypto. Hao Xuan, you know now? Hao Xuan should know, right? Hao Xuan? Hello, Hao Xuan, can you answer me? Thumbs up if you know. If you know, can you type the word cryptocurrency? This cryptocurrency, children, recently the founder from this cryptocurrency is going to go bankrupt. That means cryptocurrency 什么票？什么票？星爷，我不会读什么票？股票。Cryptocurrency is the replacement of the money that we are having now. Hazel, get me now. It's just like do you go to fun fair? You play the fun fair, instead of changing your Singapore dollar coin, they got this another coin. You know, Hazel, can you get a live and go and play game now? Hey, don't say go and get a live. Don't know everything. My goodness. Hey, this holiday, can you go and explore now? Please. Okay.
I do.
Then I ask you, got the currents, the coin, those coin, this coin, good. At least you're a normal girl. I cannot take it. My students say I cannot watch Harry Potter because it's got wizard and witch. Oh my goodness, sorry. I cannot take it. So guys, these are the cryptocurrency that will change the entire platform. That means in future, people don't use a real currency. But unfortunately, this is the things that make the whole world upside down also, but make people rich. So this is one way to call paradigm shift. I wouldn't be surprised. Last time I got people pay now, pay wave, pay don't know what. Like today, I did not bring my cash. I use my credit, my ATM card. I buy cake for my mom. I buy drinks for my mom using PayWave. So convenient, guys. Next time, no need to bring card, Hazel. You know why? No need to bring your ATM card. You know why? Thumbprint. Then straight away your thumbprint got IC. Oh, how much your bank have already? I won't be surprised. You know, now even your door at home, if you're staying in condominium or even your HDB, even now you don't need to bring your key, right? You look at your facial expression, your thumbprint, it's there already. The algorithms. You know, you heard of Python programming, Okay, so take note of this one. Let's go. Above all, last paragraph, Jiarong.
Above all, seasonal unemployment, under unemployment, and disguised unemployment are the most common unemployment that is found in India.
Thank you. The reason for, okay, so these are a lot, just India. I think China has been lesser already. China has been moving up. So India will be forever most of the time, in my opinion. You know why, Jianing and Hazel? Okay, I share with you this. Please go and read. This is very important in your history. But very sad, caste system. In India, they got caste system. That means they got 4 castes. Go and read now. They got the first class, second class, third class, and the lousier class. This caste system is actually to tell you that the poor will be always forever poor. They call the untouchables. Hazel, this has been there for thousands of years. They will not take away. So imagine, Hazel, if you are from the first class, your parents say don't mix with your classmate, that is the number 4th class. You will have no chance. Once you mix, your parents might be understanding, or your parents say, Hazel, it's okay to mix with the lower class. But your surrounding people, your auntie, uncle, or whoever will look down on you. This is their religions, their rights. So this will learn in social study is actually Hazel. Okay, this one you cannot escape one. It's part and parcel. You need to learn this because you make you a better person to understand how the world works. The world works not only for race, they work more on religions. That's why called terrorism. Okay, so this is where you need to take note. Why? Because you're going to have a comprehension passage that is factual, like volcanoes, dolphins, mammals, earthquake, terrorism. This is one of the topics in comprehension passage you need to know. So the caste system very sad on Hazel and Jianing. It's going to be happening in India and you will never go away, to be honest, in my gut feel. Not until the day both of you die. I think the day when you are lived out to 100 years old, 100 years later, this caste system will be there one. It's been there for 1,000 years there. You don't believe, you go and Google it. Seriously. And the North India and the South Indians also cannot see eye to eye. And it happened to Northern Ireland. Type the word Northern Ireland. Until today, Hazel, imagine your boyfriend is Catholic, you are Protestant. He cannot, at night cannot come out. No. They will anti you, and both of them are Christian or Jianing. Both of them are Christian, Catholic and Protestant and Christian. They cannot see eye to eye. They can't even tell me what is a CCA. They cannot tell you I'm playing hockey or playing cricket. They cannot tell you they are playing basketball or volleyball. The moment they say that, they know they are Catholic or Christian. They're going to have fight. And that's why there's this thing, type the word, Northern Ireland and Bloody Sunday. Okay, these are all social studies. These you all need to know. Bloody Sunday. Your teacher may not. Bloody Sunday is the worst Sunday where they kill a lot of Protestant Catholics in Northern Ireland. And Northern Ireland belongs to England. Okay, Hazel and Jianing. And because of that, there's a lot of unemployment. Because when you put in your resume or Hazel, and if you put yourself Catholic and this country is all Protestant, good luck to you. Very sad, right? And we are talking about the British, and British are educated people, right? Are more civilized, right? Why are they doing that? Because of religion again, no? Not nothing to do with race, 对不对? Are they able to get it? 很难, no? 很难. I'm telling you seriously. But you know why not? You have to go back to 300-400 years when the two kings are fighting. You see? Go back to history already. Why? Because imagine the king who fought these and won and took over Catholic as a second-class citizen. Now you understand? Just like Napoleon. If you go to France, okay, you have to behave like France. That's how it works. Okay, I just share with you this. Okay, reason of unemployment. May I see it?
In a country like India, there is much reason for a large section of the population for being unemployed. Some of these factors are population growth, slow economic growth, seasonal occupation, slow growth of the economic sector, and fall in the cottage industry.
So this is where next year we'll talk about geography, histories, science, math, all these things. So now it's different already. So when you're learning one topic, Hazel and Jenny and Yibao, you don't just learn English like that. You see, like what India, we know India always got flood, right? We know India, we always got drought, got famine, right? You know what it is? This is got to do with science. No what? Are you sure? Yes, pollution. Get it now? Science, acid rain, right? Health reason. So what is the math? Because math, the population, the second largest population in the world, 1.1 billion. Which is the biggest population in the world, Hazel? Singapore, right? I tell you, you say Singapore, I fell down from the chair. Jianing, 我从第一次掉下来啊。Which is the largest? Which country has the largest population? Oh, seriously? Seriously? Yes, Jianing?
India.
India is the second largest population. 我跟你讲，去你家打你啊！跟你讲。
China.
Yes, China is the largest population in the world. US is number 5. Russia is number 3, if I'm not mistaken. Singapore is number 160. The whole United Nations is 199 country in the world. China is the largest population, 1.4 billion, and it's growing. That's why you got one child, one policy cannot work with it. Correct? China's one child, one policy cannot work. They have a more aging population. You see, Hazel? Now you understand? Social issue. Got to do with science, history already. Why? Hazel, Jianing. Sorry, the two of you, Jianing, Hazel, Ziting, and Ruoling and Jiarong. If you are born 200 years ago in China, you girls are all useless. True or not? 重男轻女，对吗，Jianing? Right, but now you look and see the woman's power. This 21st century, wow, you see? The woman's power, remember? Yes, correct, Rolling. So 我跟你讲，你真的投对胎嘞。Imagine 你200年前我跟你讲，你可能做丫鬟还是给人家，可能你14岁就要嫁给人了。Correct not? Remember the child marriage, right? Very sad, And then 读书的全部都是男孩子读书，女孩子不用读书的啊。那个不是妈妈生的咩？很奇怪The mentality. I support women's power, not because you are women's here. And guys never lay a hand on women's. 不能打你的。So you see, let's go, Xingyan.
Moreover, these are the major reasons for unemployment in India. Also, the situation has become so drastic that highly educated people are ready to do the job of a sweeper. Besides, the government is not doing his work seriously.
Now you see? Hazel, Jianing, if a country got a caste system, how to be fully employed? 对吗, Jianing? No, let's say in Singapore, okay, all the Malay cannot work. All the Indian cannot work. Only Chinese work. I tell you, Jianing, I won't want to stay in this country. 对吗, Jianing? In fact, I don't care. You see, now doctors also got Malay. That day, the doctor Malay was having a checkup on my mom's eye because my mom went for cataract operations. My good friend's mother's, her leg was operated by a Malay doctor. In Pakistan, you know who is Malala? There's this Taliban Malala. She was shot twice on her head. True story. You guys type Malala. Please, Zhonghan, type for me Malala. It's really, her name is called Malala. The Taliban went to the bus, went inside the bus and school bus and shot her twice on her head. Miraculously, Hazel, he survived. He got a Nobel Prize. I think God is so great. You know what I say? All the girls should not go to school. All the girls must stay at home. Huh? Afghanistan. I'm serious. Jianing, you say, why are you telling me this? I'm staying in Singapore. You must know this because you're going to free the women from other parts of the world to have same equal footing of education. Agree? 对吗？不只是帮你一样的同胞， Then if Uncle Raymond don't teach you like that, I'm a F teacher already. I'm a useless teacher. All race and religions, as long as you're living things, all must be equal. If I don't bring out this topic, do you know that who is Malala? You may Google? You Google now. Google now. Malala, is it correct now? Zhongren, how you should know right? Yipao, you know right? She was shot twice now and went to Britain for operations. And when you want to go back now, Hazel, everyone say you better don't come back. Because you know why? Because the moment is set on the soil of Taliban, the people will want to kill her already. This is how strong a religion is. A religion can go for a holy war. It's called jihad. A holy war means I can die in the name of God. I can just die like that. It's just like the Japanese, they call the kamikaze. The plane, boom, the pilot can just, without any animation bullet, the plane can just fly and kill themselves and commit suicide and hit the aircraft carrier. Religions, okay? This is how, you see, Xingyuan, now when you're reading this, India got many, about 100 over dialects, and they have different religions. Xingyuan, 你跟我讲怎么和平? That's why China is a communist country, right? A communist country, the ideology is that they only believe in communism. They don't care about, they do not put religions as the first thing. That's why everyone got equal footing. And communists is the one I respect. Actually, I don't like communists. Okay, Jianing and House. The only thing I respect communists is that they give rights and equal opportunity to women. This one I stated. I give right and equal opportunity to women. I love this. I love this one. Okay, other than that, I don't like communism. That's me, Okay, I got choice, right? Correct now. All right, thank you. Last one, let's go. Last two paragraphs, my dear. Wait, still got a lot, Let's go.
Apart from all these, a large portion of population is engaged in the agricultural section, and the sector only provides employment in harvest or plantation time.
Stop. So you see a harvest and plantation there. That means they are agriculture. You see, science again, correct now. What happens if there's a famine, a drought, or flood? That's it. All the farmers, 对吗？子婷，浩轩， you're an IP student. What is your reflection on this? As an IP student, my reflection is that they will not only unemployment is 家破人亡. The whole entire family is going to have a big time of starvations, disaster, nightmare. The whole entire village will be gone. And that's where the bad guys will come in and take them away, all the children to become child soldier and become bad people. Now you get it. You see you know what's a vicious cycle, no? Hazel and Jianing. You know it's a vicious cycle? What goes around come around. So you see, whatever you study here or even in school, always remember this. So then how? So if I do this, then what is the thing? How will it affect me? How will it affect the world? How will it affect this? And it will affect, of course, it will affect the whole, not only India. Your balloon is like a disease spread through the world. Back to you, Xingyuan.
In addition, the biggest reason of unemployment in India is its vast population, which demands a large number of jobs every year, which the government and authorities are unable to provide.
If you fail to plan, write down, if you fail to plan to fail. Hazel, Jianing, and all of you, Ziting, Hao Xuan, Yibao. If you fail to plan now, you're going to plan to fail for your set 2. Seriously. You only got the first 20 years of your life to study. And please, for goodness sake, plan well. Because if you don't plan now, you're going to affect your next few generations. Look, Hazel, your mommy, daddy, sorry, erase off, your great-grandmothers, sorry, one more time, your great-grandparents, your grandparents have really planned a very tough time for your parents today, what they are today. And because of that, you have lived a very really, a very carefree, a very comfortable, carefree, comfortable, and the most what? A very conducive environment. Hello. If you want to have a D effect for your next few generations, is D, ready? Disaster, devastating, destruction. You which effect you want, which factor you want? Your choice, the future lies in both of your hands and your brain. So sorry, I always tell my students, don't complain, just shut up and do a good job. And you will have the E. You what's the E? You will have an effective, efficient, E plus E, effective, efficient equal to excellent result. I realize you are using the CDE. Okay, guys, take note. This is how we're going to learn now. From now, no more learning the books like that, very restricted. No. I told you, Hazel, I'm not interested to prepare you for O-level. I'm interested to prepare you for university. Think like a Harvard, think like a Cambridge, things like Oxford. And you're going to see these more to come in 2023. We're going to give things like that. I will give you a video and say, hey, hello, Hazel, what did the speaker say? Huh? I can't catch it. Sorry, then I'll move on. I will not scold you. I will not punish you. But you will feel very, oh my God, you are lagging. So this is where later on, when you go to oral, you do beef up. You know what is the meaning of beef up, Hazel and Jianing? Beef up is to improve, to toughen you. Cannot be nice to you anymore. Because next year, cannot be nice. 对吗 Jianing and Hazel and Ziting and Guoling, 对吗 Jiarong? Cannot be nice. Nice means sayonara already. Thank you. So, Xingyuan, thank you. Now you see, it's not about large number. 讲废话啦 Xingyuan. 如果那个 government 有这么多人手这么多 expert， 他们可以做他们不要，对吗 Xingyuan？ 他们贪污 right corruption right 对吗中恒？对吗贪污 right corruption right？ You want to have this kind of society? Now you understand why I want to tell you why you are living in this such a nice place, why you must show your gratitude, the G effect, your gratitude, your gratefulness, and the last G, God, thank you for giving me such a wonderful parents. God, thank you for living such a very harmony family. God, thank you for giving me this country so peaceful. God, thank you so much that I can every day wake up and look at the sky and say, God, thank you. I can still live a day peacefully. That is the most important. Once you talk like that, I can tell you your life changed. Few years ago, Hazel, if I were to commit suicide, you won't see me here. I'm telling you. I told you before, right? God changed me. I'm not asking you to be Christian. I'm asking you that you must have faith. How to spell faith? Zhonghan, spell for me. Now, you must have faith. Faith stands for Father, always instill true holiness in me. Your father is not, my father is my God. The father is your father. The father and your grandfather who bring the surname of you. Correct, Hazel? Right? So must be proud of your surname. Hey, I asked you to type the word faith, Zhonghan. Because of time constraint, next week we'll talk about consequences of unemployment. Okay? Now, can you guys take note of these pictures here? Because I have changed my mind that I would like you to do this one here as the same, as well as this one here. Okay, don't mind, as this. Okay. Just give me a few minutes. I've already give you a breakout rooms already. So what do you see on the screen? Do you see the breakout rooms? No, How do I share the breakout rooms with you all? Can you all see now? No, right? No, Okay, so I go to the breakout rooms. You all discuss what you're going to do for your presentation next week if you have the time. In 3, 2, 1, go. How come you don't have a group? I thought I assigned you already. Hold on. Something wrong with my, so sorry. I don't know how to add. How do I add you in? Assign to, okay, go. You're there. Join them. Are you there? Join them. Jian-Ling, are you there? Yeah, you are. I put join a room. Oh, so fast, come in already. You're supposed to join after 3 seconds. So how is your discussion? Everything okay? I like your wall screen. I like the panda bear. So cute. Is that your room?
Yes.
Yeah, it's so cute. The 3 bears. Oh, how many bears? 1, 2, 3, 4. Very nice. So cute. That's good, to have something on the wall, which is motivations to encourage you. You know, Uncle Raymond used to have paste a lot of things. In fact, behind my cupboards, you see a lot of things. Okay, even during my teaching in my school, I also ask my student to paste a lot of things in the classroom. So some motivation is good. Yibao, so fast, everything okay for your group? Yibao, what is like that? What is like that? What is like that?
Okay, okay.
Can. Okay, guys, all in ready, 2, 4, 6, 8, 9. Now, at the same time, if you think that you got nothing to discuss, you can use the SCCENT, SCCENT, the one, the adjective, to create sentences. Then use the sentences to do presentations. Okay, also can. You can use the sentences using adjective to use ideologies, unemployment, and cyber wellness also can. So you can do some research. So you see, it's like all what you have learned for the past 3 lessons, you can blend it together. So next week we'll do the presentations, but because of time constraint, next week I hope all of you can turn out. We have a final test. The test has been postponed for 2 weeks already. So next week, Dai must finish the test so we can complete that for the whole of November and all your presentation. Hopefully, I'm excited to see your presentations. Okay, for next week. Okay, guys, you choose among yourself who want to be the leaders and assistants, whatever it is. Okay, guys.